Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Fernvalley Farms Beekeeping and Horses channel. This is Allison. Say hi.
Hi.
We are at Primrose Farm. Anybody that's watching this video that's up in northern Illinois, you should come check out this farm. If you want to give a little bit of hit, just real quick on what this farm is all about. Boy, the bugs are out all of a sudden.
Primrose is owned by the St. Charles Park District. It was an original homestead dating back to 1840, and so it's been in the area since then. The Park District acquired it in the mid-90s, I believe, and then it opened in the early 2000s. And so we've been here ever since. Our job is to educate the public about farming and agriculture in northern Illinois and the changes that have gone through. And we do a lot of school groups and programs, and we teach people about farming and history.
So this is a, what year?
Sort of the 1930s is what.
So this is like a we'll just call it like a 1930s working farm. So they do everything here like it's the 1930s. Obviously not right now, but because we're just, no, it's not open yet. But when they're open to the public, they do everything like it's done in the 1930s, whether it's milking cows, right? Mm-hmm. What else? The chickens.
Milk the cows, we do the chickens, collect eggs. We have sheep. So a lot of our milking parlor is the way it would have looked back in the 20s and 30s. And so we do some stuff the modern way too, but our focus is sort of that era.
And you do milking for the public.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put the link. I'll put the web. Here's the website right here. I'll put the website right here. You can check out the website. Like I said, it's in northern Illinois in St. Charles, Illinois. So if you're watching this video and you live up here, come check out Allison. So yeah, go to the website, check it out. The hours of operation are on there. You guys have a whole list of events too, right? Mm-hmm. They got different events that run through. This is what, beginning of May here, and you guys go all the way through fall.
We go year round. Most of our programs are spring, summer, and fall.
Spring, summer, fall, but they are open year round. So you could come out here in the winter too if you wanted to. So come out here, meet Allison, and she will show you around, give you the tour of the farm, and bring your kids out, have a good old time. Okay, I've done videos on this before. I'm gonna remake, this is gonna be called part 2. I did a YouTube short on how to tie up a draft horse's foot to trim their feet. I got a lot of good comments, I got a lot of bad comments. People think we're being mean, we're being cruel. Well, we're not, okay? These horses are big, heavy, strong animals. I think he weighs?
They probably weigh 2,200, 2,500 pounds.
2,200, 2,500 pounds, okay? I physically am not strong enough to hold one of their feet up. If this was a horse, a regular size horse, 1,100 pounds, 1,200 pounds, whatever, it's not a big deal. But 2,500 pounds, anything from 22 to 2,300 pounds, 2,400 pounds, I cannot physically hold them. And nobody else can either. So these horses are taught, if they're taught when they're young, if you get a baby and you start picking their feet up, that's fine. They're still heavy and they're strong, but if you teach them when they're little to pick their feet up, then that's fine. But if you don't teach that to them as they get older, you are not going to hold their feet up. When you pick it up, they're going to slam their foot down, and you better let go because you are not stopping them, period. And these guys are big, gentle, docile horses. This one, Bob?
This is Bob.
This is Bob. The Belgians. These guys are the Percherons, Belgians, Clydesdales, all these big horses. They're really, really sweet animals, but they are big, heavy, and strong, and you are physically not going to hold their feet up. So when they're little, if you teach them, and I have some customers that have some that I can do their feet without stocks. These are called stocks, by the way, because the Amish started this, right? This is kind of how the Amish people started doing this, and I don't know the total history on it, but a lot of the Amish, they just put them in stocks and go. And here again, when you teach them to do this in stocks, they're perfectly fine. This does not hurt the horse. This is not mean. This is not cruel. They just walk into this chute. If we have to get them out, there's a chain in the back. We just take the chain out. They just back right out. And as far as the strap goes, all the strap is like a nylon or a leather dog collar. All it is. But you got to tie their foot up, and you rest it on the ledge. And you can be really quick, trim their foot, and you're done. Or if you got to put shoes on, you just do it really quick and put it down. So it's not mean, it's not cruel, because they're taught to come in here. And like I said, if you don't teach them when they're young, you're not going to be able to hold their feet up. So you have to do them in the stocks. And if anybody is, and I'll put the link to that other little short video at the end of this one so you can go back and watch it. It was just a short YouTube video, 58 seconds, but this will be just a regular video, and I've done other videos on these guys before, and I'll show you how I trim them. All right, so we're gonna start trimming Bob. We're gonna pick up his feet, and we're gonna show you how this is done. And it doesn't hurt Bob at all. And sometimes, and if they don't stand really good, if they get a little antsy, we just put a little bit of hay in front of them and they're fine. And I can usually trim their feet like really quick. So let me move the camera and you can see. All right. The magic of editing. Okay, hold on. Let's get this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna. I'm sure you could see that. You see the strap right here? There's 2 ropes. I said we just put the strap around their foot, and we just lift up his foot. Pick up his foot. And then while I'm doing this, Allison will just give him some hay just to keep him comfortable, or just keep him quiet. You should be able to see this, no problem. And while his foot is up, can you see this? Yeah. Take his feet. Let me zoom this in just a little. A horse's foot grows like your fingernail grows, so all you do is you just cut it off. And this time of year when it's warm out, they grow so much faster. Hard. All I do is to clean out some of the excess sole here. He can't feel any of this, but if you go too short, then he'd be able to feel it. It's kind of like if you cut your fingernail too short. And it gets stingy, same type of, basically the same thing. He just has a lot of foot. This time of year, their feet, like I said, grow so much faster. All you do is just bevel the edge so it doesn't chip. And you want to make sure it's level across here. And when you're done, just back this up here. You just undo the ropes. Put his foot down, see? We're going to go ahead and put it on the back feet. Stupid thing. Come here. Come on, Bob, pick your foot. Horse. Yeah, once you get used to the software, it can go pretty quick. And that's the tricky part. Like, especially when I first started messing with this, you'll be halfway through a video and screw it up, delete the thing. Then you got to start all over. You got to cutting it all apart. Okay, same thing with the back feet. Here, I'll put the camera over here so you can see. Like I said, if you teach this to them when they're little, and I actually have a foot stand that I use. for these guys, the ones that I don't have to trim this way, I have a stand that I can rest their foot on because they are so heavy. Like I said, just picture trying to hold up 2,200 pounds. You know, it doesn't work. But I do have a stand that I could use that I could rest their foot on and trim it that way. Okay, we'll just leave it right there. All right. You'd think she would know this by now, right?
After doing this.
After we've done it how many times? See that? See
I
how he
don't
just
even
picks
know.
his feet up? See, they know.
Every 6 weeks for 5 years?
Every 6, yeah. And these are done every 6 weeks too, by the way. And I do their feet, like I said, every 6 weeks. This stupid, God, I hate this. Okay. So now, while he's just standing here, we'll just clean it up and we'll just cut it off. Actually, I'm gonna let's raise this up a little bit. It's too low.
Yeah.
Let me pull this one up. Take that one down. There, okay. There we go. Okay. This foot was too low. The rope slipped, so I raised it up. What's that all about?
Abscess was on the front.
Huh?
The abscess was on the front.
Oh, that's right.
The front right one. What's the matter?
Yeah, what's that all about, Bob? You're being so good. I'm here. The knot slipped again on me, but I can get it done pretty quick here. Boy, he grew a lot of foot. I gotta shorten it. Here, take that knot down. The knot slipped again, so I just gotta shorten this. Okay. Oh, that. There.
Just felt like you're on the stand.
It is getting warm out. You see this? Before you pick it up. Okay. Yeah. You want to try and keep it as tight up against this as you can. This way the foot don't flop around so much. Because when the foot starts flopping around and hanging, it's hard to trim. Dang, Bob. Wow. This has only been like 5 weeks. God, did he grow a lot of foot. And they're all doing that now. See, it doesn't take that long if they let's put it right here. Any of you guys watching this video, if you have horses like this and they don't know how to pick their feet up and you don't work with them, your horseshoe ain't gonna be able to get it done. Unless he's Paul Bunyan or something, because I've had people call me in the past that I've had these and I could barely get 1 foot done. I have to walk away from the job because you just can't do it. They slam their feet down. If you don't get out of the way, you could really get hurt. And it's not really the horse's fault, they just don't know. I've had that before. They let them go, and all of a sudden the feet look horrible, and they're like, well, we better call the horseshoer. And I go out, can barely get 1 foot done.
Sound hard.
Huh?
It is even backing off of it?
Well, I'm trying to cut a lot off at one time. With no rain,
I know.
it's been so dry up here in the northern Illinois anyways. We need rain really bad. And that affects horses' feet too. No moisture, they can get dry and hard. These aren't too bad actually. So if you have horses like this, work with picking their feet up, or if you have stocks, because most likely your shoer ain't gonna be able to get it done. A lot of shoers don't even want to take this stuff on. I'll let people call me and ask me, and I'll be like, do they pick their feet up? Some people have lied, and you go out there and you can't get it done. This part right here, actually, that I'm trimming off, let me just zoom this in really quick. Come on. This right here is called the frog, actually. This V-shaped, this is soft. It's like soft tissue, I guess, if you want to call it that way. But with this, you want to keep this trimmed because the frog will grow with the foot. The reason what the frog does is it helps pump the blood in the foot. So when the horse puts its foot down, they push on this helps pump the blood in their foot. That's the basic way, the quick version to explain that. It's nice when the frog is level with the foot, so then when the horse puts its foot down, the frog is hitting the ground. But not every horse reads the book. That's what the book says. So even if the frog is lower than the wall, it still works. It still helps pump the blood. So, but if you don't trim it, it'll actually shed off on its own. It'll peel right off. Can you see here? Yeah, so if you don't trim that, if you don't cut that off, it'll shed off on its own. It'll just peel right off. Not all of it, just part of it. Here again, that's the basic version. But you see how gentle they are? He ain't gonna do nothing. I just stand here, get this done, and he's done. It's taking a little longer because he had so much foot. Like I said, they grow so much longer this time of year. This is the one that had that toe was growing. Wait, hold on. Let me just. This here. This is just dirt. Yeah, okay. That's just dirt.
Yeah. Back.
Good. Okay. Hold on. Until we. So Allison will just take the strap off. And that's it. Like I said, we're not mean, we're not cruel. This is just how these horses are taught. If you don't teach them this, you are not going to get these horses' feet trimmed, period. So when they're babies, start picking their feet up. And then you can get this done. If you don't do this, you get an 8-9-year-old horse that's never had anything done, you are not going to hold their feet up. It's just impossible. So anyways, like I said, hopefully this cleared up some of the misunderstandings. I have no problem with people that don't understand, but don't start cussing me out. I won't put up with that. You don't understand, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem explaining. And you want to see this stuff live, if you live up here, come out here and see Allison. Here's the website again, Primrose Farm, St. Charles, Illinois. And she will be more than happy to show you around. So that's kind of it. Anything you want to say?
No, I think we're good.
That's it. So we will talk to you guys in the next video. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.